Hey everyone, this is Ryan with Atlantis Archery. I want to talk to you today about the PSE Mach 33. The PSE Mach 33 is a 33-inch axle-to-axle bow. It's built on the platform of the PSE Mach 30, which was Outdoor Life's Bow of the Year last year. We're going to talk about the features. We'll go through all the specs and do a little bit, so stick with us and you'll learn a little bit more about it. First off, we'd like to go from the top to the bottom. On the PSE Mach 33, it comes with the EC2 cam system. This is part of the Evolve cam system. It is their comfort cam system. It is such a nice drawing bow when you pull it back. Plus gives you actually decent speeds out of it too for being such a nice drawing bow. It allows you to change, it's got an adjustable draw stop on it. You can go from 80% let off to 90% let off, so you can customize it to fit what you want it to, what your feel or what you like it to be. On top of that is the EZ220 shim system. Probably for me personally, probably one of my favorite shim systems out there. Reason why, I love that all you have to do, you've got to put it in a bow press. But as you remove the shims and then put them in, you know exactly where that cam is on that axle. You know the exact distance it is from that limb. I think the other systems are super easy and super awesome. You can tune them without a bow press. But the downfall is if you don't know what you're doing and you move that cam one way or the other on one cam and you're off on the other cam, you can be totally backwards and then essentially mess up your tune completely and cause issues. So I love that when you put in a .100 shim on one side, you know it's .100, and you can look on the other side and you can know exactly what that shim is there. That's something I really love. As well, PSE has these little attachment points right on here. It's a split yoke system, so it acts like a yoke. Their nickname for it is PBST. What it does is it allows you to yoke tune it just a little bit, micro yoke tune it. You can shim the cams mostly, but if you need a micro yoke tune, it gives you that option. Another thing I really think is cool on it and that they've brought on it is the limb lock system. So where the limbs lock in with the limb bolt, these posts right here lock in the limb right on that, lock the limb in. But as you loosen the limb bolt to change poundage, they also swivel, so they move on it on a cam. So you're always getting full contact with your limb to the contact surface. Another great feature that PSE has thrown on. On the Mach 33, another big thing, and that's what's going to try and center all of our sights, all of our rests and stuff over the riser to kind of take some of the weight that's off on that side. They've added a Picatinny rail, so you can throw on a pick mounted sight if you wanted to, but they've also stuck with a side mounted sight holes. So if you wanted to throw on a side mounted sight, you could. They've gone this year with a solid cable rod. Last year and past they've had a sliding cable rod, which isn't bad. Sliding cable rods are great, but this year they went with a solid cable rod. They've also have a couple holes here for their two-piece quiver system that mounts directly to that cable rod. Working our way down for the rest, they've given the opportunity that you can mount a side rest. You also have the capability to mount a QAD mount rest on there, and if you undo that little bracket where the QAD integrate system is, then you have two holes to mount the Hamsky rest system, the COR system. So it gives you every option out there and gives you a great set. You don't have to stick with one brand or one type. You can go and customize with what you want. I love that about it. Gives you great options, allows you to choose what you want on it. what fits you best. I want a dovetail sight, I want a pick mount, I want, you name it, it allows you to change it. One other thing that is really cool with the PSE Mach 33, Mach 30, and the Mach 35 as well, they also give you a stabilizer mount where it's normal, the lower stabilizer mount so that you can actually swap. This is a vibration dampening system to kind of help with some vibration, but you could remove and put a stabilizer there if you want to lower that center of gravity for a stabilizer, if that's more comfortable to you. They also add in a hole for a back bar bracket, so you don't have to have the bracket on the front. You can just mount it directly on your bow that way. It comes with the attachment points if you wanted to do a regular two-piece quiver, like a tight spot two-piece quiver. It gives you that option to go with that. And one way cool feature of all PSE bows is this little bracket. This is the bracket that kind of where the limb bolt goes through. But what they've done is included within that bracket, that setup, is an attachment for a rifle sling. So if you've got just a standard rifle sling attachment with the ball bearings and stuff, you can actually just put it in there, lock it in place, put one up top, put it like that, and now you can carry your bow while you're out in the field. What an awesome feature that they just threw in. Not many people know about that one, but it's got it on both sides. So you can crisscross, you can do whatever, but then it's easily attachable. If you get into a situation that you just don't want it anymore, just like your rifle, take off the sling. It's a super cool feature that is there. One awesome thing that we'd also like to talk about is PSE they have what they call their dead frequency carbon system. What it is they have figured out a way to hand lay the carbon as they make the riser to eliminate, not fully eliminate, but help reduce the vibration that you get with a normal carbon bow. One way they've been able to do that is they keep it all in-house. For all of you that love American-made products, PSE is proud, very proud to say that they are 100% American-made. That's not just assembled, that's manufactured, built from the ground up. They are 100% made in the USA, and they're very proud of that. I think that's an awesome feature that they have stuck and kept everything here in the United States and kept it in-house. So, what a great feature that they've got. They also have what they call the it's called the full draw stability system. The full draw stability system allows, and if you've ever taken multiple bows, I've had the opportunity to tuning a bunch of different bows, you can tell a difference that their full draw stability system really does work. At full draw, everybody has a little bit of torque in their riser. At full draw, this reduces the amount of torque that you can go side to side. So this is kind of drastic, but I've actually pulled back some bows, felt, and at full draw, once I hit that full draw, this like wobbles a little bit. It's kind of crazy. Every time I pick up one of the PSEs with the full draw stability system, draw back, locks right into place. There is no wobble back and forth. And we'll actually take a measurement and we'll talk a little bit more about that and what that is, about the full draw stability system, and give a little bit more in-depth on that to kind of explain what that does. But truly, they are a phenomenal bow. You get really good speeds out of it for what it is, super lightweight, you get American made, you get full carbon, can't beat it. If you're interested in one, give us a call, stop by our shop, check it out, you won't be disappointed.
Today's weather report looks like a high of 70 degrees and not a cloud in the sky. In other news, U.S. manufacturing jobs have been shipped overseas at an alarming rate, manufacturers opting for higher profit margins and taking jobs away from American workers. After over 50 years, PSE Archery has stated, in fact, they're doubling down, making their carbon bows right here in the USA.